Hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. And today I'm going back a little bit of nostalgia, like back in the 70s. And so it was like the tuna melt sandwich. That was kind of a staple, right? You know, a quick lunch or something like that. Your mother would throw together a tuna melt sandwich. Well, they were good, but it could be just a wee bit boring. So what I've done here is I've taken a tuna melt sandwich and I've kicked it up a notch. This is Wasabi Tuna melt sandwich. Yeah, a bit of a nose clearer that is when they get that wasabi in there. It's really up to you as to exactly how much wasabi you want to add, but let's see. So you got a nice piece of rye bread there, and it's been nicely browned, so you got that good crunch to it. You want that crunch. And then inside we got the tuna, which has been mixed with wasabi and a couple other ingredients. We got some cheddar cheese in there. Oh yeah. Now, that's a little different from the way my mother made it. Better bread. Got that wasabi. Oh yeah, I like this. So, let's go in the kitchen and make some right now. All right, this is a really easy sandwich to make, and here are the ingredients. Well, over here, I've got one green onion. That's about a green onion, about that longish, chopped up into little fine pieces. That comes out to about a little over a quarter cup, more like a third of a cup of sliced green onion. Then a quarter teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon of pepper. Here, 2 teaspoons of wasabi. Now it comes in a tube like this. This is of course in Japan, nama wasabi, which means raw wasabi. And well, you should be able to get this in any supermarket where they have some wasabi. I know it's very popular everywhere, so I should be able to get it. It's good, should be good and thick like that. Yeah. And it should clean your nostrils out when you take some. All right, over here I've got 4 ounces of cheddar cheese. That's 4 ounces or 110 grams, grated. I've got 2 different containers of mayonnaise. That's because there's 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise that's going to go into the tuna mixture, and 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise for doing the outside of the bread. Then over here, 1 can of chunk tuna, which I've drained the liquids out of, and that's a 5-ounce can or 140 grams. You know, the bigger of the small. There's the little tiny cans, and there's this size can here. This one here, well, this is Hagoromo, one of our good brands here, and it's called Shi Chicken, which is tuna. You know, we have maguro here, of course, but when we say maguro, we mean the raw, the good stuff, not the canned stuff. The minute it gets canned, it gets the Shi Chicken. It's no longer thought of as maguro. It's the same fish, but it's been cooked. All right. This one doesn't use oil, so this is the water one. But anything will do. Just gonna drain the liquid off anyways, so whatever you can get. And then I've got here 4 slices of my favorite rye bread. That one didn't cut out as good as the others, but still, 4 slices of bread. All right, first thing I want to do is make a mixture here of the 1 thing of mayonnaise. That's the 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise and the wasabi. And let's get the salt and pepper in there too. Salt, pepper. All right, so now I'm going to mix those together. Kind of blend that around. Get that wasabi worked into the mayo. Since the wasabi is a bit heavier, it always takes a little bit to get it to mix into the mayo. And there we go, it's coming together. All right. Once that's done, I'm going to add the sea chicken. Probably could have used a bigger bowl. It's going to be a little on the tight side. It'll be okay. All right, get that off there. And now I just want to go through here. And this is where a bigger bowl makes it easier. Just mix that around until I get it nicely combined. All right, once I got that mainly in there, I'm going to add that green onion to there too. This is really pushing the smaller bowl here, isn't it? All right, yeah. Do get a bigger bowl. Much better idea. Don't follow Kevin's example, because look at Kevin. He makes a mess on the counter all the time, doing things like trying to use bowls that are too small. All right. Well, that's pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of want that green onion distributed a bit throughout there. Pick up anything that went overboard. There we go. All right. Okay. Now, the bread. Well, what I want to do is, see, that's the piece that came out. My knife went off one side here, and I got this kind of bulge that came out of there. So those two pieces can go together. That way. All right, and these two pieces, no, that's the one with the bulge. There we go. Try to find the proper piece of bread there, Kevin. Okay, those two can go together. These two can go together. There, that's good enough. I mean, it's not exactly critical or anything, is it? But still, they'll fit nicer. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just mayonnaise the outside. That's so when we get in the frying pan, get it something to brown nicely. I just find, now you can do this with butter, and I do it sometimes with butter, but I've always found over the years that mayonnaise just really works well for this. So it's easier to spread without ripping your bread apart. Unless, of course, you put the butter out and let it get good soft, which I usually forget. And that's another reason the mayonnaise comes in handy. All right, get that spread across there. Okay, basically that 2 tablespoons is just about right to get a nice liberal coating of mayonnaise on the outside here. All right, now it's messy time, so I'm going to bring this up here because I'm going to turn this around. Well, we got some of the mayonnaise went right through. Let's throw that in there somewhere. And turn this one around. Now what we're going to do, take that tuna mixture and add that on here. So all I do is just pile it on it first and then kind of spread it out nicely. Get you guys over here. There we go. Okay, we've got nice generous portions of tuna on each. So now, oh, overboard. Now, the cheese. So what you want to do with the cheese is kind of get it on there and then just squish it into place. Some of it's going to go overboard, that's okay. And squish some more down into there. Alright, I think that's about as much as I'm going to squish on there. There's just a little bit of cheese left in here. Again, because my rye bread is quite small, it always causes a bit of a problem here. I do wish they'd make it just a bit of a bigger loaf, but they don't. Oh well. Okay, that little tiny bit is a snack later. Alright, now what I'm going to do, take the second half, put that down on top of there, put that down on top of there. Now, oh, what a mess. All right, so it is easy to put together, but it is a bit messy. All right, I want to bring this up, medium low. Then, I'm going to let that pan heat up a little bit. All right, that's getting warm. So now all I'm going to do is place each of these down in here. And this one over here. Oh, a little bit of cheese over there. That's okay. That's not going to get wasted. All right. Okay. What I'm going to do now is cook this about 5-6 minutes per side. What I'm going to do So I'm going to put a lid on there to keep that heat in there and help it melt that cheese, because that's what we want, good melty cheese. All right, see you back here in about 5-6 minutes. All right, that's been going about 6 minutes. Give me time to clean up the kitchen mess a little bit and nosh out on a little bit of leftover cheese. All right, what I'm gonna do now is just gonna press these down a bit. Press that down a bit. And let's give them a flip. You gotta do this quite carefully, don't fall apart. So you gotta hold a little bit like this, and over we go. Oh, look at that. And just kind of squish it down again. And again, over we go. Oh, beautiful. You want that, see, this is one of the things about the mayonnaise, helps it brown nicely. You want that crispiness. You know, a little bit of crunch when you go through the bread. And then inside, you got the cheese, you got the tuna. Yes. All right, back on goes the lid. Another 5-6 minutes, and we'll be ready. All right, I think they're ready. So, turn the heat off. Get that lid off there. And serve them up. Oh, that's looking good. Cheese is nicely melted. Those are ready to go. A little bit of tuna came out over here. So, you know what that's got to do. Oh yeah. There's a little chewy cheese in there. Perfect. All right. Oh, and there's a little bit more over the edge. All right, those are ready to go. Enjoy. All right, if you like this recipe for wasabi tuna melt sandwiches, well, stick around. There's a lot of other original Kevin Riley recipes here on the Kuma's Kitchen channel. Just go and have a look around. There's a lot. In fact, you probably found one right at the end of this video. And make sure that you click that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That's really important so you don't miss ones coming out, because they're coming out every Monday. Something new, something different to look forward to. All right, now go and make these and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.